Hello, good morning, everybody. Happy February, month 2 already of 2024. Jackie G here, Jackie P sitting right on side of me. And I got the excitement of Jackie and I today because we are so excited to bring you the kickoff to Trip 2024. We are ready to have more general market than ever in our history. We don't want to be half and half. We want to lead. We want to go to the Super Bowl with you all. So today we're going to take you through a lot of things we already did yesterday. We're just going to quick click and see what you need, see that you're understanding all the tools we've given you. But before we dive forward, we want to dive backwards. We're going to give you a view of the first month of 2024. So we don't have our number of orders, goals, number of all that stuff yet. It's coming. So let's take a quick look at what we call the KOIs, the key operating indicators, which means to you IPAs, income producing activities, and results that happened in January by each and every one of you. So our national goal is to have almost 7,000 active consultants. Here's where we are right now. This is what we have to grow to by the end of this quarter, okay? So we want to grow. Here's what happened last month. Gen West, this is, again, what we started at, 3298, dropped down 5 people. So our base went down. Gen East went up 25, and you're going to see why. So congratulations, Gen East, on growing your active base. New consultants and active consultants are the answer. You must have new in this business or you're at risk of losing a team. And you must keep your active consultants ordering 3 times a year. They get their emails, they get their catalogs, and that means they're using Jaffer. Your skincare is running out every 4 months, for gosh sakes, every season. So we want to make sure everybody's happy and using Jaffer for their perks. Next, our national leader goal is to get to 229 leaders, okay? So our goal was 12 new leaders last month. And our goal, again, is to just keep growing. We grew 3, okay? So Gen East, so here we go. You started at 114. Our goal is to end the quarter at 118. You ended at 116. Bravo, you grew 2. Gen West had, again, our goal is to get to 111. We started at 108. We lost 3. So we're kind of going up. We're kind of going down. We are one team. We are one dream. So you know what? Gen East, you carried Gen West this time in consultant growth. Great job. We are down in leadership. So here again is what we did. So our goal was 12 that we know of. We have 3. We don't have official reports. There could be more. We'll check, but we grew 3 because we lost more. Okay. So our goal this month is something we've never done. 20. Helping people get 2 ways to income is our number 1 story. Let's look at how it might not come from the people you have. You might have invited them 80 times and they've never changed. It's okay. There's people right in front of you who do no comp plan and who do want more ways to income. So here is overall Gen Market, what happened last month. The goal was 225 new consultants. We had 92, okay, out of over 200 leaders. The February goal now is even harder at 350 new consultants, okay? How did that split up? Gen West, I'm sorry, I'm just honest, the worst month ever. 28 new consultants. Our goal was 97. So again, really hitting about 28% to the goal. Now makes our goal this month 160. Gen East, again, one of their toughest months ever as compared to last year. 128 goal, 64 done. They hit their goal at least at 50%. February goal now is 190, okay? So month is over, but we have opportunities for change. Let's just look at a couple other things. We like to show you the truth to the market, okay? Here is Hispanic, here is general. So here is the number of new consultants sponsored, over 900 in Hispanic. Then we have the number of reactivated and the number of losses. The good news is, thanks again, Gen East. We love to rely on you, and you can rely on us too. We did grow in Gen Market, the active base, and the Hispanic went down. Our ordering numbers are here, And this is the percentage of active consultants that order every month. If you keep your consultants active, 1 in 2 order that month. That's why you must put everything into no more I's and P's. Do what it takes, create whatever you need to really make that market grow. This is our retail and our average order size from Spanish to English. Here is the number of leaders in the Spanish. There's 1568, 221 in English. So we're about 15% of the population of leaders. So let's look at a couple other things. The average, the consultant base went down 4%, okay, over last year. Our ordering goal, by the way, is 47%. You can look at that too. How many active do you have and how many ordered? Know your percentage. This pays your light bills, okay? We're at 43%. We want to get that to 47. In 2023, when we had no catalogs, you guys, we still had 108 consultants. We didn't hit that, okay? So again, we can grow this. We did, again, last year, we had 66, 62 in active consultants. This is where we are today. So again, that's down. Active base is down, leaders are down, and consultant sponsoring is down. We had more ordering this month, this year than last year. That's good. The Spanish market in January this year grew 50% in sponsoring. We are down 10%. General market, time for the Super Bowl strategies. We got your game plan. Retail amount is up, which is good over last year. Remember, we had no brochure though. January and February last year were our hardest months and we didn't quite beat it. So February is all things love, for the love of the game, right? So we did launch the trip last year, which helped maybe some of you sponsor. And this year we launched here, but we're giving you 2 for 1. So this is a blowout sponsoring month, okay? Last year we had 108 leaders at this time in Gen West. We retained it all year until the whole year of 2023. And this year we dropped down. Gen East last year, you had 123, but you're starting to go back up. You're at 116. That's our facts of all things general market. Now we're going to give you a view of something, okay? We want you to find your state. Find your state. This is insanity right here. So out of all of our active base, which is highlighted in yellow, those are the A consultants in your reports. They're ordering once every 4 months. That's the number of consultants. I live in Minnesota. There is 204 consultants in my entire state. Then if you look at the stars in gold, there's 1 ambassador. If you look at the stars in red, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ambassadors in the United States were 67 years, or 7 directors were 67 years old. In blue language is the number of DMs. In purple is the number of managers. So, our friends, the territory of Jafra Cosmetics General Market is like a new company again. Let's build it with grassroots, the way Jan and Frank taught us. Parties, facials, seeing the people, following up with good, incredible customer care, and inviting everybody to the best business in town. So we challenge you all to take a look and build in your backyard, and then pick another state to build online. Pick 2. This business model today is seeing people near you and building all over the nation. But get target specific. Do you have family members? You know more people in California, but you live in Minnesota. Good. How can you leverage people you know and posting and marketing, and maybe you go visit those people and build a state outside your state, but how can you build in your backyard? This, our friends, is the mantra of our opportunity. What's going to take Gen Market to the Super Bowl? So we're going to do this in 2 ways. When you saw the facts, they are facts. We're going to do this first as Gen Market, and then we're going to do this with your team. So what do we think is the strengths of the general market? We saw it. Our average orders are up. Okay, so the 400 is working well, and all of the incentives. We're growing the base as compared to the Spanish market did not. So we're retaining quite well. What is our number one weakness? Sponsoring. If we don't sponsor, the leader base goes down. Okay. If you think back to COVID, when Hudith was here, we had a goal to have 65,000 active consultants. Today, we're less than 40. COVID wasn't that long ago. So that happened because we had the biggest sponsoring and new manager and new director year ever in COVID. 4 years ago is all it was. So now we look at what are our opportunities? How do we as a team grow this? And what are the threats? We already talked about it. So let's come back to you all. When you look at the state of business, which might be representative of yours, those numbers are yours, just like ours. What does this make you think of? What can we do? What could we do? What can you do with your teams to literally shake up from last place to first place and go to a Super Bowl with Gen Market? And we're going to just listen. What do you need? What can we do?
Well, offer parties. There's got to be a way to fit those in. And so offer parties. And for me, I could probably offer them in a couple different states. So that's something I'd like to start doing more of.
Okay, so good. So one, an activity we have to get back to is more party. Just what we talked about yesterday. Excellent. Thank you. What else does this evoke in your emotions? What does it make you think about? What does it make you go back to? What was causing the best season of your time? What can we do this season of Jafra as Gen Market? Open mic. Please talk. Don't make us sit silent. Your minds are thinking and you're brilliant and you're beautiful. Help us help you.
Hi, this is Mentori.
Yes, Mentori.
And I'd like to make a couple of comments because, it depends on where you live. That dictates how you move, book, and recruit and everything because it's different, people in different places. So everybody does things differently. Mm-hmm. Now, here in Michigan, it hasn't been popular to do a party for some time. COVID ended that permanently, not permanently for a while. So people are gathering, but we have to move in different ways to attract people. So I've always said, as long as I've been in Jafra, no matter what you do, you have 3 appointments per week. They can vary from whatever type of appointment. It could be a visit, personal visit, because I'm good at inviting myself to someone's job or it's just that simple. Oh, I got something. We got something new. You got to see the latest brochure. Can I come by Tuesday or Thursday? Period. I've always said you have to do 3 appointments of some type. You have to keep your calendar, an appointment book filled with vendor events. And I'm good at doing that. And you can create your own as well. We do that too. If you don't see a pop-up happening in your neighborhood, because I get that a lot from my leaders that's up in Saginaw, Michigan, we don't have as much happening in Saginaw. Saginaw is a big city. I'm sorry. It may not be as big as Detroit and the suburban area, but it still has things going on. You create your own and invite your own. You can go to a coffee shop, laundromat. We have laundromats that have coffee shops here. I'm sure you have laundromats in your neighborhood and stores in your neighborhood. Ask them, can you do a table for Valentine's Day? It's coming up. And you create your own. You have to be creative. That's the beauty of Jafra. I love is because you can be as creative as you want to be. Yeah. It's nothing for me to be in a hallway of a bank institution. I've done those. Credit unions. They will you'd be surprised who will let you set up your own table and don't charge you anything for it. Yeah. Here with the Valentine's Day coming up, a lot of things a lot of people do is like for Valentine's Day is they like to have a little gift for their sweetie, but they like to go out to eat at restaurants. You, it can be just a carry out Chinese restaurant. They will let you sit in the lobby and have a pop up. You just have to think, who can I go visit? Who can I see? And keep in mind, the entire world is your business partner. So you have to change your mindset that this is not about me, it's about we. So it's your mindset. Once you have a goal, the first question you ask yourself is, who am I going to be a blessing to? So I'm going to bless some people, some ladies I met. Well, actually, I haven't met them. It's been online because I boosted one of my posts, and that's where I got my recruit from last month, I believe. And she's in North Carolina. She's not only did she join Jaffrey, I got response from 4 people. I boosted a post, about the opportunity, and I got one lady that's interested in actually 2 people joined. So I got a response from 4, and then one who's in Massachusetts. She wants to have a Facebook party. I said, sure, we can do that. So I'm doing that tomorrow. And from there, of course, I didn't just invite her friends, I invited my own clients too. So from there, I'm going to try to do possibly, we'll see how well that works. Well, I'm sure it's going to go well because anytime I post anything on Facebook, my customers always respond, even though, they may not respond to what I'm offering there, but it reminds them, oh, yeah, I need this, or yes, I want something else. So it's always a win-win because it costs you nothing to do anything on Facebook but a few minutes. Pop up a few products and a couple of minutes, and I'll make a commercial just like that off the cuff of my head. But that's something anyone can do. That could be one of your 3 appointments this week. So mine is tomorrow. So that's one appointment this week. And that's what I do every single Monday. Look at my appointment book, see do I have 3 visits lined up for the week? And if not, who am I? I'm going to call someone because I'm going somewhere. The other happened to be one of my clients that I saw 2 weeks ago. And she works at the wellness center. So I love to do appointments on people's lunch hour. So I booked her because she said, you come in, bring my order anytime this week. Sure. So I went and I brought, wait, let me go back. Inventory is so important. I'm sorry. Have products on hand. Your $400 retail order that you're trying to reach for the month, order products and have them, because the more you have, the more people buy. So I met her was it last week? Yeah, I think it was last week. Might have been 2 weeks ago. I brought her order on her lunch hour because I had to sit and wait because she had a patient. So that gave me an opportunity to talk to the receptionist, 2 ladies there, introduce myself, give them some samples. They were busy too, but oh well, I left them with that. So when I finally went to see Dr. Iris, I said, I brought her order and I said, by the way, we have this body oil that's named after you. So I know you're going to want that. Of course she's going to want it. It's Iris. So I brought several different, we do bundles. I don't believe in selling one item ever. No matter what it is, it's a bundle, a collection put together. And it's looked so attractive. People always want to buy them anyway. Plus, it makes other people be nosy. So when I came back the next time, oh, by the way, she spent about $150 then. And then I gave her the new book, the February book. It wasn't February yet, but it was almost. She just happened to turn to a page as I was leaving out that had the home sprays. She said, oh, I need that in this office because, when you go behind people to go to the restroom, I got to spray the rooms, this and that. And so I said, okay, fine. I'll bring you a whole collection of that. I did that last Wednesday. And when I was there again, she wants some more. So she has not only spent almost $400. I go back again tomorrow. I visit her again I'm going to go Thursday this time since I'm doing the Facebook party tomorrow. So from the Facebook party, let me go back. From the Facebook party, I'm going to look for bookings. I already know I'm going to sponsor the one lady that wanted to have the party because she responded to my ad. So I know I'm going to sponsor her, but I'm going to look for not only bookings for her, but also bookings for myself, because I'm going to take time to explain why we have the different skincare lines and why they are so important. So I'm having what we call an anti-aging type thing to it, because we have a lot of products and a lot of my customers do use the skincare line. I have faithful customers that faithfully use the skincare line, especially the Gold and Defy. But there are many people out there that use our body care, but they order some makeup here and there, but they're faithful to the body care line. But this gives me an opportunity to explain, because they're out of state or whatever, that the difference that we have when it comes to our skincare line, so they can pick what's best for their skin. And I might have them do the skincare analysis too. Okay, but what is this? Carol says. Oh, okay. But anyway, back to the office. Who do you know works somewhere where other people are? Go visit them at lunchtime. Make your own appointment book work for you. It is your business. Make sure you have 3 appointments every week, period. And create them. If they're not out there, go on Eventbrite, look for events that's happening in your neighborhoods. That's how we find some. Go through your appointment book from last year or the year before and just scroll through, see whatever activity you did last year, because 9 times out of 10, they're going to do it this year too. So just fill your calendar. That's my 2 cents worth.
That was so much more than 2 cents. That was like $25.
And
$25.
That is coming from our #1 trip influencer last year. So I don't know if I would change the recipe if you would like to be with your friends on the beach. So let's hear it from Mentori Braggs. Yay! We love that. So thank you so much. We've got 3 minutes left of any other thoughts and ideas of the SWOT, SWOT, that we just looked at, and our opportunities. What else has rolled in your mind, and thoughts on how we grow to the Super Bowl? Ready, go. 3 minutes.
Okay. Hi, Jackie, everyone. I was on the Zoom yesterday, and one thing came to mind that was said, fundraiser. I need to do a fundraiser for this activity that I'm having in my community. So I'm going to do a fundraiser for that. And then I'm doing a senior resource fair where I'm going to be inviting vendors from the healthcare. And of course, I'm going to have a Jaffa table there because seniors need to take care of their skin as well. So that stood out to me yesterday, and I'm really getting to rolling on it because it's coming up real soon.
Love that. And I love what Mentori said. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
No, I'm done. I'm just saying that's my little 2 cents.
That was $5. I love it.
It is. It's more than 2 cents, y'all. You know, it really is. And Mentori said it right. Who are you? What can you do in your backyard? It's different where you live. I know Gina earlier, we were sharing, you know, she's in Arizona. Most people are retired. So she's dealing with a whole new market than when she lived here in Minnesota with me. So it's that, oh my gosh, what's different? Where is my market? What do I do? And how do I reach that market, but even a new market? So our mantra is grow your backyard, but pick another state too. Do an online strategy and do a backyard strategy. And really think about, how do you grow? Every day you don't grow, we don't grow. You are general market. And we love all of these. They're not 2 cents. They're really $200 an hour ideas. But keep it simple. But the key is take action. And that's really the number 1 priority. I want to spotlight, if it's okay, if you have more ideas, please put them in the chat. And if there's anything else Jack and I can do, you know we're on it. We just don't know what else we can give you or bring to you and your teams. So we're also looking for that. But Mona, are you okay to talk a quick minute? I'm going to ask you to unmute and see.
How's that?
There we go. So I'm going to do a little brag on Mona. That's okay. All right. Because there's one thing, Cecilia typed it in and we said it from the beginning. Seeing the people, but building an online brand is a balance. But seeing the people is back, as Mentori even alluded to. People connecting, people trusting someone like you to give them answers and solutions. I want to brag on Mona. Mona's in the Thrive Tribe. We had a coaching call on a Thursday of the last Thursday of the month, and they have a commitment to sponsor 2 qualified new consultants each month to stay in the program. And she was like, "Oh, I just can't. I'm leaving on Sunday for Vegas." And I said, "I'm sorry, I don't accept that. It's 2. You could do 2 in your sleep, every one of you, if you really had to. Okay." So I was like, "Mona, no, tell me what you could do, not what you can't do." And she was like, "I have so much to do." And trust me, she didn't go to bed one night because she had so much to do. But you know what? She ended up, she had a facial. She sponsored 1, who sponsored 2 right there on a Saturday, and she got on a gosh darn plane on Sunday. She left, and she has been all over social media showing how she's giving out samples to all the people across Las Vegas. And she literally won our best overall in hashtags yesterday because she's doing social media while she's busy and she's seeing the people, and it caused her to be the top sponsor personally and with a team last month. Yeah. And then her team was at the meeting last night and they're like kind of all over this like hot glue gun and didn't know what the heck the business was, but they're kind of in. So Mona, will you share a little story? And just, that's our brag. We're so proud of you, but tell us a little bit about the power of what happened when you made a decision and what you're doing.
That, what you said right there was key, making the decision. And it was, that was it. We just did, we know people, and we know if we do a spontaneous class, like here I am in the car right now, and in my pocket is a travel set, in my pocket. So I was able to schedule that class because I had something to give her. And it brought up the conversation because I was ready. It was in my pocket. I don't remember, we had talked about Jaffrey for what, 2 years? With her, she knew that I did Jaffrey, but I never asked her for a party. But I had something with me, so I had something to give her. So that what made it real. I don't think if we don't have anything with us, we may not bring up the conversation with confidence. Yeah. And so these are with me at all times. They just come right out. So we put the party. I talked to her on a Friday, Jackie, and or on a Wednesday, we scheduled the party for a Saturday. And that's right. It was a Saturday afternoon because I'm leaving on Sunday. So I had to stay up all night processing these cases and packing for Chris and packing to get out the door. So it was an overnighter, but it was worth it because I didn't want to be kicked out of the group.
Pressure. We like it. But you did it. And all of the new consultants were there last night. And
they had fun. They loved it.
It really was just go see the people, get out of your way, do something every day, do a little bit, be prepared. And as we heard, see the people. And I love Mentori's simple recipe, 3 appointments a week.
You can schedule a party in 2 days. It doesn't need to tweak out. Just put that space in your calendar where you know where it is and fill it just by asking. All they can do is say no.
You got it. Well, thank you for being all of our sharing superstars today. We appreciate you. And again, if you have more thoughts and ideas and shares and things roaming on being the best and going to the Super Bowl, pop it in the chat. So, Jack, are we ready to roll? Thank you all for sharing. Okay.
So ready.
Yay. So we are going to take you from the SWAT to where we go again. We are ready for the Super Bowl. General market, it's time. Your head coach is not Kyle or Andy Reid, even though that's my favorite coach. It's Jackie G and Jackie P. And we are in for the love of the game to soar in 2024. So we invite you all to take part. We're going to move us into the month of February. We thank you for January. We are ready for February. So as we look, we're going to just review most of these things you've already had, okay? So we're going to do a lot of quick clicking and then come back and think together. So we already gave you at your last leader meeting in January, team themes that we found between Belinda and our chat GPT. So if you have a theme that you like and are using, type it in the chat. We love that. We also just want to do a quick reminder. We're noticing people might not have caught all of this because there's so much communication. So to keep it simple, these are in WhatsApp. These are also going to be in your email, and there are slides from yesterday. This week is a big week, you all, okay? We want to prioritize sponsoring in our most important hours of the day, and then servicing. And servicing who we have to grow that active base is right here. This is a dandy, man. It's 80% off for clients, 90% off for consultants. They have the decanter and they pick 4 items. This is a lovely couples Valentine's gift, no matter when it arrives. You could send a picture if you need to, because there's really universal products of men and women here. So if you look at the client price, the consultant price, we gave you these posts. I would post about it. And it also leads them to great achieve promotions for February. But here's the most important deal. Are you reaching every consultant to remind them of the buy? Active consultants only got this special yesterday. If they're yesterday, if they're Sunday, inactive or pre-inactive, they did not get this email. They don't know about this deal. So you want to remind them of that. And remember, through the 15th only, their first $450 consultant order, they get a free sheet mask. $500 adds the $115 almond leader oil. And then if they're VIPs, 3 gifts. So these are your priorities to make sure we really build the active consultants right now and the VIPs so they get all the gifts. But wait, it's also a fabulous sponsoring tool. At least 3 of these, this is a great deal. Could they sell, buy 1 and sell 2? And again, use their profit to buy the kit of their choice and get their order up to 400. So this is fantastic for a sponsoring tool. Sorry, when you look at this, they can take that price down to $13. That includes our over $300 original Royal Jelly decanter. Okay. For your P's and I's. Oh my gosh, you guys, don't miss this. This is the week I would get everybody ordering. They have a free body complex. I love all the host deals. I love this kit, this pack, but look at all the gifts they get if they do just a little more at $450 or $500. So they can get the body complex, a sheet mask, and that almond oil. You're talking almost $200 of free gifts with a $500 retail. Help them learn how to buy and or share this offer or everything else in the brochure, okay? So just a reminder, we're gonna quickly go through this. Also, why is this important and why are we saying this? Because the VIP deal is a dealio. If anybody had 400, call them urgently. Tell them about VIP Gold, VIP Royal. Remember all the perks, right? But if they did 400, they're on track to become Golden Royal. Next, we go into the trip. Before I go there, I'm going to come back to Jackie. Jackie, do we have anything else in the chat? Do we have any questions on any of those incentives before we launch into trip?
No questions in the chat. All seems very straightforward. Speak now or put it in the chat and I'll answer it there if you have a question.
Cool. Okay. All right. We can keep rolling?
Yep, you're good.
Okay. Jack, I'm going to click while you just review what we've already launched.
I love a review, you guys. Let's do it.
Okay.
I can't see it.
You can't see it? That means no one can see it. Oh my gosh, Houston. Oh my gosh, Houston. Let's go. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, let's get to you. All right, let's quick review.
All right, so we're going to Hilton Head Island. We're all super stoked. East Coasters, I mean, we know how beautiful it is there. We can't wait for everybody to check it out with us. So Reminder that that incentive trip is the 15th through the 18th of September. Reminder that y'all have double QNCs this month. This is your time, okay? This is the time to make it count. Grab every person that's on your Jafra list, get every person that's on your list of 100 and offer them the opportunity. The worst that can happen is that they say no. They're not going to stop liking you. They're not going to stop being your friend. This is the time to capitalize on what you've got. Use what you got to get what you want, right? So double QNCs for the month of February. These are your requirements. If you have any questions about this, we will be so happy to help you. Put it in the chat and I'll answer it. But your requirements have a minimum. So you'll check that under your title and you have to grow. So minimum plus growth. You, again, are going to get your personal goals in your email and in your Jafra Biz by the end of this week, fingers crossed. And in the meantime, just go out, sell and sponsor and watch those numbers roll up as soon as those things show up to your Jafra Biz, okay? Things to know. This is a top 100. So this isn't finish line, this is top 100. So yes, get to the finish line and then keep going. Don't stop. We'll talk about this more again in March and April and May. But once you've achieved what you need to do, you still need to be in the top 100 to achieve the trip. So keep going, okay? Keep rolling on through. And remember that you have to be a manager and obviously y'all are, but your teams have to be a manager to be able to earn. Everything they're doing now will count toward their totals. So, it's not a clean slate. Once they hit manager, they'll be able to continue to work and continue to grow. But reminder that manager doesn't just get them on a trip, it gets them commissions 2 ways. They get to earn more. Their paycheck is a great reward for all the growing that they're going to be doing during this incentive trip. Okay, so now let's clock in. Let's set our GPS to Hilton Head Island. And how are we going to do that? We're going to follow some formula stuff, and it all goes around the number 2. Okay, you're going to have 2 events per week. That's going to cost you about 6 hours. You're going to have 2 bookings from each event, so your calendar stays nice and fat and full. Those follow-ups to get those 2 bookings are going to cost you about 2 hours. You're going to get 2 direct QNCs per month. That can cost you about 3 hours, or it can cost you 30 minutes. It really depends on how effective you are, right? You're going to get 2 indirect QNCs per month. Again, could cost you 3 hours, could cost you 30 minutes. But the most important piece, I think, is that 2 + 2 + 2 follow-up plan, 2 days after they get their order, 2 weeks after they get their order, and 2 months after they get their order. That's going to cost you about 2 hours a week for that follow-up, but that follow-up keeps your schedule full. It keeps your clients happy and it keeps them getting refills because you are working toward their satisfaction. Yes. So a total of 15 hours a week, 16 weeks gets you to the island. We have worked this out. We promise. Get to work, spend the hours, and get to go on the trip.
Awesome. And what we want to see is in the chat, thanks, Jack, is we want to see in the chat, how did you launch the trip? Have you called people? Do you have people interested in working, willing to work for 15 weeks, for 15 hours to earn a trip with you? So put any ideas in the chat. Did you call your team something like there's the parrot heads, right? That was Jimmy Buffett, but the island heads, do you have anything? As you know, it's called, if you go to Hilton Head Island, it's the shape of a foot. It could be the runners, okay? So put any ideas what you're doing to make launching this trip the key, because it is. We're going to show you a little worksheet. Jackie and I said we worked the numbers out. Remember, managers, so this is for your consultants to get to the island with you, okay? So they need 22,000 in their team. The manager must have 4 directs and a total of 8, okay? So our strategy that we did the 5 points to our GPS activities, the KOYs, the IPAs, is number 1, encourage them and plan for them to qualify to manager in February. Number 2, focus everyone who joins. This is you. Your new consultants only do what you tell them to do. So every new joins with a friend. They're 50% more successful. They stay 50% longer, and they love to earn rewards quickly. They only know they can't sponsor because you didn't tell them to. So number 3, again, our focus is this. If you add 4 a month, just watch this story. They do 2 direct, and then each joins with a friend. That'd be 4 new consultants a month. I know it's double dip month, but to grow 22,000 when you're starting at 0 may feel hard. But if we come with the right strategy on day 1, you don't go to the Super Bowl making up a strategy the last 2 games of the season. It starts from day 1, determined we're going, and we're going to do all things right from the start. Okay. So that means what gets you there? It's called Jumpstart Consultants. Every new consultant who joins, no matter why they join or what they say they want to do, you stick with them until they get to VIP their first 4 months. And at the end of the 4 months, you're going to find all the ways to get them there. And then they can decide what they want from there. But we're just going to focus on $400 a month for your first 4 months. And we're going to show you how to get a second way to income. Even if they just sell a bundle so they can buy a bundle, who cares? Okay. So here's that goal. Again, 4th. Now, this is what Mentori talked about. Hosting 1 to 2 events. It could be personals. It could be a party. It could be a Facebook. It could be a tabletop, just what she said. We said 1 to 2. And that will net you this personal retail sales volume. Okay. So watch this. A consultant with 4 new consultants in February would net her team sales of $1,600. She's going to do 1 event a week minimum, and she will have over $3,000 in sales. Again, she's going to have 4 from February and 4 new in March. There's 8 Jumpstart consultants. In April, she's going to have 4 from February, 4 from March, 4 from April. She's going to have a team of 12 doing Jumpstart. Then she's going to do it again in May. She now has a team of 16 in month 1, 2, 3, and 4 in Jumpstart. That will net her $16,000 with 16 new Jumpstart focused consultants. If she held at least 1 or 2 events a week during the next 15 weeks, she will net over 22,000 volume. I did this with just 1 event a week, one $400 event a week. That's what she has. We have to stay simple. That event, I can promise you, I know you all, 1 in 2 people join Jafra at a party, at an event. So guess what? That's why an event every week matters. If you do 2 a week, you'll always have 1 sponsor a week. Jumpstart is the name of this game. You expect it, you guide them to it, whether they're just here to get a free website, love the products, and share it with family and friends so they can look as beautiful as you, or they're here to make money. Jumpstart is the answer. And then we invite them because everything is twice as fun and twice as successful with a friend. So you ask them who the first person is that's going to do the business with them as their bestie. And when they earn 1 gift, it'll lead them to 2 and lead them to 3. So all things on the table for you and them. And your new is a new way you do new consultant training. Okay. With expectations. We had this idea. We wanted to pause before we play a little bit of fun games here. Last month, we gave you this idea at the leader meeting. Jafra has Jumpstart for sales. We don't have Jumpstart for sponsoring. But what if you did? Jackie and I always live in the shoes. If we were in the field, what would we do? We fill the gaps of what Jafra doesn't have. And it's right here. In month 1, the month they join, just like QNC for 50% and Jumpstart, they can't miss a month of Jumpstart. They can't miss a month of this either. You buy them maybe a Jafra name tag or button. Month 2, we said, what if you gave them business cards? Plus, they already have 2. They could be at 8%. Month 3, we love products from Jumpstart sales and tools and swag from Jumpstart sponsoring. So this again shows our program, but you create it with your team theme or their team name or whatever swag you want to create. So we just want to check in. Did anybody, and you can type in the chat, put together a Jumpstart sponsoring program? Or maybe it's like, oh, duh, I forgot about it. That's okay. What could I do? I'm on it. So let's use our chat to drive this, okay? We know it works, but we want to show you a little bit different. We can't just talk about a trip. We have to show the why. What does a trip do for you? With the formula and the recipe Jackie and I dubbed out, we gave them time. We gave them techniques and how to do it. We even gave you the workbook yesterday. We're going to quick click it because we already gave it to you yesterday. But here's what's important. We're teaching them how to turn a gig into income. They go to work for a reason. And the reason is they need more paydays. So if they did focus on 1 to 2 events, whether it's 400 or 800 retail a week, and your training has to match this, your follow-up and teaching them has to match this, they could, if they did 2 events a week, earn up to $1,600 a month. That's a gig, man. That's worth it. If they added those consultants to their team and we got to 22,000 team retail with their sales and their new jump starts, they would add a $300 commission each month. That's without bonuses. So the key is, are you showing them how to make $1,900 a month with 15 hours a week? Now that got me at hello. So we even are giving you a blank check. If they had that every month, what would be the reason? What is it for? Jackie and I will be doing this at the GPS workshops, but people today need income and we have to talk about it. It's not about a kit deal. It's not about the lowest prices since sliced bread. This is about helping people. In a month of love, love your opportunity more than just a deal. And if not, and they decide they just want the deal and they're willing to share a free website so everybody can have the best products, cool. Start here and settle here. That's the mindset. So there's 2 things that we're going to play games on today, okay? And this is fast. So we're going to take our last segment and do some fast catch up. And it's this. There's 2 things when you look at the starfish of success GPS, the activities, the road stops, the detours we have to go on that Jackie talked about. There's 2 things we have to constantly share. And that's number 1, the compensation plan. Our best product is not royal jelly. It is the love of the game. And where people can be the best in the field, on the field, is the compensation plan. Jackie's at a hockey game. I'm at the Super Bowl, but both sports are going to the championship. So today, we're going to play a game. All right. Jack, are you ready to ask the questions?
Oh my gosh, can I be the host? My
You are the host of the game show. Ready? Everybody,
Yep.
get your paper out. You're going to answer the questions. We're not giving answers until we click. Ready?
Nope.
Go, Jack.
Ready. All right, number 1. How many sales levels are there to the hostess program? So when you're looking at the host program, how many benchmarks are there?
Yes. And sorry, we're not doing comp plan. Forgive me. I think I spoke out of turn. We're doing the host plan first because the parties are the answer you all gave us. So forgive me. Okay. So thank you. All right.
You're awesome.
Host. All right. Thank you, host. Here we go.
Okay, number 2.
Is it clicking? Sorry. Click.
I didn't memorize all the questions earlier.
Come on. You're so good.
What is the top level of the host program called? And what is that sales number needed to achieve it?
Ooh.
Okay. How many additional host offers do we have every month? What changes monthly? There's a clue. And what are the sales levels to get those additional host offers? Are those host offers commissionable? The ones from number 3, are they commissionable for y'all? What is the free gift for every single hostess, and what's the value?
Or gifts.
Or gifts, yeah. How many products can the host buy at the third level? I got this one wrong this morning. I was incensed. What is the average hostess savings on our products? It's a percentage. What skincare types are in the host program?
I tricked her on this one.
She did. She got me. She got me good. What are some of the spa products that are in the host program?
Got her a little bit on that one too.
A little bit. I was also Slap Happy Sally by then. What are some of the fragrances that are in the host program? All right, this one's tricky. Why do people have parties today? It's subjective too, I guess. What is the average sales for a Jaffer party? And how long does the average party take? Oh gosh, I can't wait.
So we're going to quick click because we're going to find the answers. So let's discover the answers and then we're going to see who had how many right. Okay. So here's your first one, Jack. The free gift. What's the value?
37 American dollars.
And that is a mask or that is a pearl cleanser.
True that.
Ladies and gentlemen, our hostess program is so rich competitively. So if you're going to do parties and we're going to get hostesses and we're going to do ghost hostesses, we must know this program. And it's the one thing that Jackie and I, every time we train to it, there's deer in the headlights. So we hope you do this at your meetings. We're trying to give you something fun. How do I do a workshop this month? It's all done here for you. Okay. So there's one answer. All right. Jack, one of your other questions was talking about, we're going to dive into a couple here, talking about some of the spa products, right?
Yep.
So what spa products do you see here?
Well, I mean, do you want me to answer? I can. I see the anti-crepe in there. I see the body cream in there. I see some bath salts in there. I see Royal Jelly Body Complex in there. I see a lot of good stuff in there.
So it's actually the ginger scrub.
Is that ginger scrub?
Yep. So you have ginger scrub, you have bath salts, and you do, if you want to call that spa, you do have your body complex. Excellent. What are some of the fragrances? Take a look. We don't need to read them to you, but take a look. These are some of the fragrances if you're doing this quiz with your team. Okay. We want to take a look here. Look at the percentage of savings. By the way, we redid these this morning because the prices went up. So at level 1, how many gifts do they get, Jack?
They get 1.
Right. They're saving $55. It's 67% off, and the skin type is revitalized. Let's go to level 2. So if your answer, sorry, let me state true north. So the value is now at 106 at level 2, not 103. We're not changing the brochure because after Shopify, we're going to edit some of the host things. Okay. So just know you got to use what we got. So they're saving $61, 58% off. They get 2 items here at $22 cost. Okay. You go to level 3 to answer Jackie's thing on deals. This is 70% off. They get 3 items at level 3, by the way. And look at that. Products are down to $18 each for a body complex for the revitalized toner. So in here, I see classic royal jelly skincare. I see revitalized skincare. So far, we see 3 levels, but wait, there are 4 levels to the hostess program. The top level is called Royal. The top level is actually at 600. And we have our 4th type of skincare, which is the Defy. But did you know there's a 5th called Beauty Dynamics? Dynamics, Royal, Classic. No, is that 4? Sorry. Revitalize, Dynamics, Defy, and classic. There's 4 types of skincare in your Hostess program. Look at this one, 69% off. This makes me kukalaka. $20 for a Defy product. What? Shut the front door. So what is your job at an event? Help her get to 600. So what a fun activity at your workshop. And then talk about so much more. Because what Jackie and I love is the Hostess set. Again, a Hostess pays $189 for all of our top 10 selling products. We picked all things skincare and the best fragrances at the highest prices, and our body care. We love the body complex, right? We love the lift. We got all things skincare and 1 or 2 fragrances at $50 each. So only for Hostesses, look at this. Here's your average, 69% off. That's the percentage that Jack talked about. They're saving $400, you guys. This is huge. This is as good as buying a kit or getting a pack as a new consultant. So for you as a consultant, we had a price increase on product, but we did not increase your cost of these products. You make $66. So you could give everybody samples. You can give bonus gifts for bookings, bonus gifts for outside orders, bonus. You could just buy a kit for your Hostess. That's all I'm saying. Call it Kit Cash. There's Kit Kats and there's Kit Cash. This is key. This is the greatest program. This builds your compensation plan in a huge way. If you had 10 team parties a month, which is what Jande used to recognize, come on, 10 team parties a month, the average party is 400 to 500 retail. The average party today is 60 to 120 minutes long. Shorter online. And again, what is the best use of your minutes? Events, parties, and there's all sorts of ways to do this. So again, we say to you, train on the most important things, party plan and comp plan. So again, if you want to use a bundle, we even have a picture of all of the products that we know are the best that we sell. The #1 sellers. This is off of Jafra Selling. And again, here is the bundle at its finest. So are you showing the Royal Hostess set? Come on, you guys built this company on Royal Hostess sets. You have one. It's the Royal Party. So we bring it back to you with pure love of the game. And Jackie's final questions were answered this way. How many levels are there, Jack?
Well, there's 4 levels and there's 2 extras.
Yay.
How about that?
She got it right. Good job. And what are the sales levels for these?
300 and 400.
You got it. So we come back to you all. We're going to stop because then we're going to just show you the workbook from yesterday. How many of you had every question right?
I didn't get every question right either. It's okay.
No one got the trophy. No one got the trophy. It's okay. I did quiz Jack this morning. Okay. How many of you learned something about the Hostess program today? How many of you see a whole new way to book parties and why people book parties? How many of you see this as one of the most critical training pieces with your team? If you had someone making $400 a week, what do you think she's going to want? More. More equal more. Less equals less. That's all I got. Not about a deal and a discount. It's about the opportunity. So we're going to just open mic for 1 fast minute. Hot tip. What's your takeaway from this little fun segment for your workshops? Ready, go.
Well, I learned a lot about this Hostess plan. I thought there were 3 levels. I didn't know there were 4 plus 2. And it is amazing. I love using the word royal because that does go back to our original days. And so all of the different, the Royal Hostess set, all of that is just, I don't know, I'm just really stoked about it at this point. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, we're going to quick click. Jackie and I built a Trip 2024 workbook yesterday. And you know what? We're not even going to talk about it. We're going to click because we trained on it yesterday. And you've got to print it and look at it. It's incredible. We will do some of this training next week on our regional workshop. So, Jack, do you want to just be the narrative really quick while we click?
I would love to. Yeah,
I thought
let's
so.
do it.
Because this was one of your questions, by the way.
It was. So we have booking benefits. There's on the left side, there's things to choose from. And on the right side, there's an action to put down the activity, who they're going to do and why. And then use your symbols to categorize everyone, which I think is great.
This was your question on why do people have parties?
Yep.
They love to share self-care with friends. We're telling you this is why people book parties, okay? So
Yep.
we also gave you yesterday what?
A bunch of party themes. Like if you're
sorry.
wondering what to do, there it is.
All done.
Okay.
And what else?
You have your event menu, so all different kinds of things you can do. If you don't want to do an in-home party, kudos. Go do something else. Go drop into a bank. Go drop into a place of business. Be mentory and make it work. And then on the right side is the action. So what you're going to do, commitment to the date and the time that you're going to do it, because planning your success makes you more successful. Yay.
Bingo.
Bingo, bango. Here's all your buckets. So you could choose one bucket and knock it out every week. You can choose one bucket and knock it out every 2 days. Just choose your buckets. And
as Mentor said, plan your 3 appointments. Look on Monday. Oh, I don't have one. I got to create one. That's how you also coach somebody earning the trip. If you have an accountability buddy, these are the things you need to plan every Monday, if not prior to. What else do we have?
So some people have questions about host coaching. We have huge decks of information. We've gone over this with y'all as leaders of all the things you can do to host coach. Here's a really quick one sheet that you can share at a workshop, but dive into host coaching because host coaching makes you more money every single time.
And the key on this fits that starship or the starfish.
Starfish.
You get her goals. What does she want with her party, right? What products will she pick as a royal hostess? Circle them, get them all set for her. But here's the magical. You also have to share your goals to book 2 parties and sponsor one at her party. So again, this is why making her event successful, she needs to feel she did the greatest party and she wants her friends to say, oh my God, I loved it. Thank you for inviting me. You must be an event planner. All right. What else did that lead us to, Jack?
Here's your party outline. So here's an easy way. Take it clockwise from 12 o'clock to do a party. If you're not sure what to do next, we've got you, okay? And we even have a closer look at the closing bees, I believe in the, not this slide, but in the next one. Download your client order form. We show you where here, because that client order form has the 3 questions that you should be asking every single person, right? And here's your closing bees. You've got your 5 bees. We've been doing this for a year, you guys. I was looking back at some collateral. The buy, bundle, book, begin, and build. These bees are the offers for every single person as you check them out. Are you ready to buy? Do you want to bundle? You want to book as a hostess? Are you ready to begin your business? Are you ready to build a business and become a boss, right? I just made a 6th bee.
I like it. Super bold, bold. Kidding.
Oh.
And then there's after party.
You have your after party, your aftercare, right? There are steps to take after the party to, I always said to like shake out the change or to look for the change in the couch cushions. This is how you're going to do it, by following aftercare for every single person at every single party.
Yeah, baby. And then
the steps of a power hour, right? Who doesn't love a power hour?
That's right. That's right.
Sharing these steps, it's okay. Sharing these steps with your folks and then engaging in the power hours together doesn't just build community for your team, but it builds productivity because you're all doing it together and you can rely on each other to keep you accountable. I believe in group power hours, and I think it's worth sharing.
And remember, that key is the list. Check it twice, help them write scripts. This is for you. This is for you as partners. This is for you with your team. So again, we bring you simple ways to make sure that you are driving the roadmap to Hilton Head with the 5 key activities that we focus on with our time and our results. So we're going to end with game day. Ready? We're going to play a little love of learning, see who can win the trophy this time. all about the comp plan. All right, take it away, game show host, Jackie P.
Okay, future manager. Okay, get that program in your brain. 8% is paid on directs, yourself, and your indirects. Is that true or is that false? I saw some answers. Number 2, the number of directs needed with $400 to qualify to manager is the number of direct QNCs needed for the $500 bonus. How many directs do you need?
The quarterly bonus.
Yep. And how many indirects are needed for that quarterly bonus? How much is the bonus? How many American dollars is the bonus for moving up to District Manager 3?
Oh, we just saw this with Diana Driggs.
Yep. How many groups do I need to promote to DD2? If I want to be mentoring, how many groups do I need? What percentage does an ambassador make on her central district leaders? It's a good one. If I promote a branch and I have 2 personal QNCs in the month that they qualify, how much of a bonus do I get? That's a bonus, man. I love it. How many directs do I need minimum as a new manager at $400 to start earning a bonus in the first 3 months? Who can leave their business to their family? Who gets the benefit of the legacy program? What is the car bonus amount for a DD2?
All right. I know, right? We're going to leave those on the screen. Take your best guesses. And we're going to go discover the answers, which, by the way, again, you will have all these slides to play this game with your team, because there is the trip, but it's what the trip does for them. So how many, so the first question, Jack, was all about directs and indirects and yourself. Who do you get paid on in Future Manager program? You get paid on?
It was false. You don't get to get paid on your indirects, just yourself and your directs.
Bingo, 8%. And it has to be 400 U plus 2 in a month. Mm-hmm. Next. Oh, this was tricky, Dickie.
Oh, tricky. How many $400 directs do you need to be a manager? The answer is 0. Okay, they need $300. They need 4 of them.
Perfect. All right. Next, we talked about title. So first and foremost, how many branches do you need to be a DD2? 7. All right.
7 a DD2.
DD2. Let's go next. This was about, first of all, this is the central branch of our ambassador. We said that wasn't the question. So if you put 18, it's wrong. Let's go to number 2. How much do they make on their first line central district leaders? 12%.
12.
And it goes on and on and on to infinity for those ambassadors wide and deep. Okay, next. This was a little tricky dicky too. How many consultants? I stumped Jackie on this one this morning.
You did. I was like, huh?
How many directs do you need with $400? You're a manager. You're in your new manager 3-month bonus program. 5 must have 400 that you directly did to get 100. You could have 10 who do it, but 5 have to be your directs. 5 could be indirects to get 350. You only have 3 months. So the name of the game, that's why we love our recipe. Just have 4 a month. You do 2, they each bring 1, and you got 4. Look at the volume of income they could have if you're focused on Jumpstart. OMG. We did pop this in here because with the trip, they may do more. Remember, there is also a new manager bonus while they qualify. This was another one we got for you, Jack. So again, you're qualifying to you're promoting a manager. They're qualifying. You had 2 QNCs. What's your bonus? What's the answer?
$200. $200.
Beautiful. Quarterly bonus. How many do you need in directs to get a quarterly 500?
6.
Beautiful. Aligns to the trip. How many indirects?
9.
Which is perfect. We love our 2 plus 2 rule. It works, right? Okay. $500 4 times a year. Start the year out. going to the Super Bowl, and then we're going to earn every single trophy thereafter. Next, we had, how much is that car bonus of a DD2 that Mentory gets?
$350.
$350. Then we said, how much do you get for a first-time DM3 title?
1,000 American doll hairs.
I love a comma. I love more zeros. So that is my purpose and my passion for you all. It's called moving up and helping others go to Hilton Head. But wait, who gets to give their business as an inheritance to their children when they pass away?
District directors and above.
That is correct. So let's go back. How many of you had them all right?
Yeah, Carol.
Oh, Blair. She is going to do our comp plan training. Woo, 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 woo. We love it. Good job, Carol. How many of you learned something?
I did too.
How important? Yeah, Jackie was learning too. How important is this type of training and fun with your team? Let's just do a 1-minute open mic. Ready, go.
Yes.
Here, Mona, I'm going to let you unmute, sweet pea.
The workshop. We have 2 good workshops that are fun, little prizes.
Bingo.
Yes.
For the love of the game, have some love with the game, okay? So we hope this helps you. We're going to boogity into, we already made you a trip workbook on sponsoring. Jackie, you ready to narrate?
Absolutely. So beginning with solution-based sponsoring buckets. Have a look at this here. See whose problems you can solve with our business, period. You have steps to sponsoring. Some of you call it OCIs, whatever, but these 5 pieces, identify, inspire, invite, involve, and inspect, bring you to your sponsoring, right? And there's a bonus I too, which is interview your sponsors. You have the virtual conversations guide in JaffraBiz. You have Jaffra Virtual University. And by all means, please go practice. Have joy sessions with your team. Every tool that you need to have those joy sessions lives in JaffraBiz. And the better you practice, the better you'll get. Okay? During a sponsoring interview, what does that look like? Here's 5 steps. Give them a warm welcome, get to know them, share your story, show them the opportunity, and then close those things, right? Like close it and make it happen. We love some buckets up in here. So here are 5 buckets to focus on when you're sharing with some folks in February. You have couples, you have cosmetology schools, business colleges, anything like that. You have clients to go speak to, and you have clubs that maybe you belong to or your friends or family do. 3 C's to focus on this.
Help them choose their buckets for events, their buckets on where they're going to meet people. This is about helping people, helping yourself have a plan every Monday morning, as Mentory talked about it. We do it for parties, we do it for sponsoring. And we even gave you an updated your tool list.
Yep. You have your tools and checklist. You have your documents and links to print and share and save with your folks. These are extremely important tools to share with your teams. It shows them where everything is, right? And the most awesome thing that we have going is our compensation compass and our take a look on 2/20, which is a Tuesday. It starts at 3:30 Pacific and goes all the way through to 5 p.m. Pacific. The take a look is so short and it's so worth it to invite some people. Let us help you close. Let the charisma of this room help you close, okay? We always have the joy meeting, things for you to be able to host your own and to close for your team. You guys are leaders. You can do it, right? I love it.
Right. That's right. So you have all you need. Your toolkit is full. Your workbook is ready. We put it yesterday in guide number 1 on Facebook. It's already in the leaders chat. We'll be emailing it later. This is all about the compass of success. Fill those sand buckets with strategies and goals. There's one more part to the starfish, and it's 2 + 2 + 2. That's also in there. And it's really good customer care and follow-up to your leads. You can see it all there. We even go back. Many of you might go, oh my gosh, I remember these recipes. Jackie and I went through everything Jafra's history and all of her training, and we created this workbook. It's almost like your total consultant guide. We did it so you don't have to, because there's no time to go to the Super Bowl like now. Even have lots of fun. How can I do client birthdays different? Hostess clubs, so they're having more than one party a year. Everything is more fun with friends on the beach. Get sand pails for your props. Go out and get flip-flops because it's a foot-shaped island. You got to turn the why into reality. Have them write the checks, talk about what it's for, but you are the coach and the mentor for yourself and them to make goals, make plans, and take action. Use your trip planner. It's there for you. If not, we even made this yesterday. If you want to use Cast Your Vision, this is what they turn into you as their goal after your workshop, and follow up. We even gave you, Jack, if you want to hop over to that meeting, go for it. I'll be right there. So,
love you guys. See you later.
Okay, bye, Jack. So we also gave you some of the handouts we encourage you to have ready for your workshop, the goal sheets. Again, this is a fabulous coaching tool, and you could do all your trainings for the rest of the year on this worksheet. It's great brainstorming worksheets, etc., and that client order form to help teach them. So go to your business collateral, use your tools. We even gave you a challenge idea, all the challenge ideas last month. So you can take a look at these, but you've got to create a challenge, okay? This is for the love, and it's a love month. So we have a challenge for all of you. This is for leaders only, and we're going to challenge you to do the one thing that we know grew Jafra 67 years ago. We got Jafra on Faces, and we're going to challenge you this month. It's only for leaders. Do it for the love of the results and for the love of sharing. 14 faces are going to experience Jafra, new faces because of you. If you fill this out with 14 visits, facials, okay, we want them putting it on their face. I don't care if you ship them a travel set, you get on Zoom and they're putting it on and you're doing a facial, great. But you want to get Jafra on 14 faces. We want to see your results. You turn this in at the beginning of March, and we want to honor everybody who is in the game of sharing. So with that, we will leave you with this worksheet. We will post it, but please pause if you don't have this done and fill out your goal sheet for February. Again, you can't go anywhere without goals. You can't make plans without goals. It went goals, plans, and actions. You can't take action without a plan, without the goals. So this is your goal sheet. What are your personal goals for sales and sponsoring? Branch goals for sales and sponsoring. We even gave you a breakdown. How many will you grow in all of these incentives and programs? What is your district sales and sponsoring goals? How many new promotions will you have? Who are you coaching to promote? And how will you celebrate? If you don't plan it, it won't happen. If you don't set the goals, the plan won't even happen. So we leave you with this worksheet to do with your upline, to do with your business bestie, to do with your accountability pod team. Do not forget, you can find the calendar. And the key to you is not what we're showing you here. What is your goal of how many will attend these meetings with you? These are the 3 meetings starting right now. We're going to hop over there. Again, how many will attend with you? Set a goal even for this. People who show up, grow up. Even for this, there's still time. If you didn't register for LA, please do it today. Type this in, get registered. We're already sold out, by the way, but we're taking an overflow. Okay, the room is full. Bravo. And Charlotte next week. How many will you have on Monday and the 26th? How many will you have at Vicky's Live Hive? You got to set goals and invite and put it in your planner with power hours to do it. How many will you have next week where we break down the trip with your team? How many will you have of your district here next time we're together in 2 weeks? This is the biggest event. You can use our recordings, but you can bring them live the 3rd Tuesday of the month, as Jackie already talked about. We already gave you a book on how to appreciate your team, to empower and encourage them. Buy the book and let's make a change and go to the Super Bowl. We end with our quote, to be responsible, keep your promises to others. To be successful, keep your promises to you. Mona Anderson, we celebrate you. You didn't quit. And some of you others that are in the Thrive Tribe, I think Carol's out there, Sarah's out there, Pat Clover, you all achieved a challenge and you kept a promise to you. And many of you also hit other goals this month. We thank you with our quote from Marie Forleo. So we end today saying thank you. Let's go, Jen Market. Time for the Super Bowl. I will be at the Super Bowl on Sunday. So I will send you all pics. All right. Bye, everybody. Thank you for today. We got to go. We got another meeting. So we'll answer any other questions in the leaders chat. Love you all. Hope today helped you. Bye, everybody.
Thank you.